Live,
America editor Sarah Smith
very
has more.
lively,
Trump
important.
from behind his Oval Office desk,
Donald
he
Trump,
alone can end war and make peace in Ukraine. He was
war
asked
in
if he
Ukraine,
believes Vladimir Putin is serious about
subject
peace.
UK 25.
I think we're doing very well with Russia. But right now,
Next
they're
day's
bombing
the
the hell out
8th
of
of March, the
Ukraine.
time's done there, 10 minutes past 7
I'm
a.m. in the
finding
morning.
it more difficult, frankly, to deal with Ukraine. And they don't have the cards. They don't have the cards. As you know, we're meeting in Saudi Arabia on sometime next week, early. And we're talking.
He's very lively,
find,
isn't he?
that in terms of getting a final settlement, it may be easier dealing with Russia, which is surprising because they have all the cards.
He doesn't
He
help anyone's
consistently
life.
sounds more favourable to the aggressor, Russia, and its authoritarian leader.
He wants to end the war. He wants to end it. And I think he's going to be more generous than he has to be. And that's pretty good. That means a lot of good things.
As Ukraine is pounded, it's still deprived of American military assistance and intelligence sharing. No word on when it might be restored. In his nightly address, President Zelensky says he does want to end the war.
Ukraine is ready for peace as soon as possible. We have proposed concrete steps, and every day new Russian strikes and reality itself prove that it's Russia that must be forced into peace, into stopping the war, into real diplomacy.
He's laying off and
High-level
attacking
US
Russia, and
and Russian
Russia's
officials have
increased their
already
attack.
shared talks in Saudi Arabia.
Terrible
That was one
country,
more thing
Russia,
that
isn't it?
seemed to favour the Russian side. Next week, Ukraine gets its seat at this table to meet American diplomats and discuss what they might accept in a peace deal. Sarah Smith, BBC News, Washington.
Now, if you've ever trouble with
Please
supermarket
subscribe to
self-service
Michelle on
checkouts,
Science.
scanning your goods on handheld devices, here's an idea that might interest you. Giant trolley scales are being trialled at a Tesco store in Gateshead.
The idea is that they will identify any items that customers may have missed or scanned twice. Before leaving the store, shoppers need to push their trolley onto the scales to see if the weight matches the items they've scanned before checkout. Now, Tesco hasn't commented, it's declined to comment, but retail analysts say the move is designed to reduce staffing costs and tackle shoplifting.
So, is the idea that you can just, you fill your trolley up,
Yeah.
you push it onto the weight machine, and it tells you whether you can leave and everything's okay?
Klaxons go off, all sorts. I doubt that's it.
How can it know what
Because it
item?
weighs everything. You know, like if you're doing the self-scan checkouts, Simon, you know how this works, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, like when you do the checkouts and they actually have a weight, so they know if you haven't put something in your basket or if you've done it.
So you're one of the self-scanners who's gone around doing the ding, put
you know when you
get...
scan it yourself with those handheld things, you put it in your trolley,
Yes.
and then I think at the moment they kind of randomly check if you've done everything you should have done. I think this idea was you put it in and it weighs it.
It is true that I've never done a self.
You've never used a self-scan checkout?
Well, no, not one of the. You know, when you're with the trolley and you've got a gang.
No.
Oh, I've never done that. No, I've
That's
never
what I
done
mean.
that.
No,
I've never done that.
No.
Neither Simon, no?
No. But you'll get unexpected weight in trolley area now, won't you?
Yes. Yeah.
That's becoming.
Well, if you've got
the
baby in there, for example.
Yes. Yeah.
What about checking your ID for your
This is rather beautiful.
This is very beautiful, isn't it?
Far,
this is this morning. It's starting out very, very nice across many parts of the UK. And
Simon,
many of us,
the
this
weatherman.
fine weather is going to continue all into the weekend.
Sky
This
shot
is the
side
scene at the
Jones
moment
on the
in
right side screen.
Northampton, but we've got very similar scenes really right across the